I'm Phil Wharton, and I'm happy to be here on behalf of Somnio today to help introduce this new minimalist shoe concept, the Nada. You know, when we were first asked by Somnio to come on board and help out with this shoe, we were so excited because we see in the field so many people jumping into minimalist running and getting injuries. I guess that's where we come in, because we've spent the last 22 years, this is our 6th Olympic period, working with athletes at all ages and stages, helping athletes break world records and achieve Olympic medals. And it's one thing that's most important in athletics or sport or enjoying running at any level, it's being injury-free. So we created an owner's guide, an owner's manual to this new Nada shoe. And we're hoping that you take the time to do the flexibility, active exercises, and strength, joint integrity, muscle rebalancing exercises to keep you in those postural positions, to keep your alignment so you don't get the injuries, or if the injuries come, you can alleviate them quicker, because recovery is the name of the game. It's going to be a wonderful process, so I invite you to enjoy your minimalist running with Somnio and stay in the game, stay healthy. We want to take you through the exercises that are going to really help you as you change your anatomical position. There's a lot more responsibility on the lower leg. So we want to eliminate the injuries, or at least mitigate them as best as possible. The first exercise is a bent knee soleus. That's the muscle that slides and glides underneath the outer calf. So as Mandy bends her knee, your hands are going to be right here at the ball of the foot. As you use your shin muscles, you bring it up and then you relax it. Remember, with active flexibility, you only hold for a moment at your end range of motion. That's how you do a nice, gentle, controlled, dynamic movement. And you exhale on the work phase, or as you're doing it, and inhale as you come back to start position. What we're doing now, by using that shin muscle, or tibialis anterior, we're targeting the deep muscles under here that really get congested in there, and they lead to a lot of plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis, and other injuries of the lower leg that we don't want. So we'll start with a gentle soleus, bent knee calf. Now the next exercise we'll do is for your outer calf. That's where, as we're up more on the midfoot or forefoot, we're going to be getting a lot more tension up in this part of the outer calf. For that, we'll use a rope. Here you go. We'll take that rope, and what you'll do is you'll place it right at the ball of the foot. As the rope's at the ball of the foot, and you can use anything, a dog leash or a towel, but the ropes work really well. You can lock in at your knee and use your shin muscles to bring your foot towards you, not just pulling with the rope, and then relax the angle. So you're going into it in an active, dynamic fashion, going back out of it. So each repetition, you're gaining a little bit more elongation, and you're relaxing that angle, that when you're more up on your midfoot, which this shoe will do for you, which is great, you're also going to release the tension that can come from training. And now we're moving into the tibialis anterior, an area where we can develop shin splints. So this is a good one. We'll take one leg and go across the other thigh here, Mandy. Your other hand can assist at the end of the movement. You're using your calf muscles to point your toe down away from you and just gently assist. Remember the breath. You're exhaling as you move, inhale as you come back to start position. This is just a natural way the foot moves, and we're restoring its natural movement. And then your foot ankle can come up a little bit towards you, and that'll get the muscles a little more lateral towards the peroneals. As we said before, the arch is a spring. That's our shock absorber. Maybe the true foundation of the body is the metatarsal arch. So today we're going to have fun playing with our feet, Mandy. So we're going to get your shoes off here for a moment, and we're going to see how we can really change the muscularity of the toes. A lot of times we have hammered toes or bunions where the big toe, the hallux valgus muscle, pulls over. So from a bent knee position, what we're going to do is just simply point the toes down, and your hand can come over and assist where mine is. Point the toes down and just assist them coming down into that extension of the arch position. So I'm just assisting here, but Mandy can do this all on her own. Do you feel that there? Mm-hmm. Coming down. Good. And then flexion, the opposite, where you're coming up and spreading that arch. And if you do have time in the evening, sometimes when your day is winding down, it's so great because it really takes the tension of the day away. It's spreading between the webbing of the toes. That's going to give you a lot more grip and power. A lot of the things that we're doing in life are shutting down the very muscles that we want to use in training. Sitting compresses the back, compresses the gluteals. Those posterior muscles have to be open and flowing. So the alignment becomes such a big issue, and how do we maintain alignment? Well, through flexibility and strength and muscles in balance. So we're going to do that today with a lower leg routine that's going to really help strengthen a lot of the muscles from the knee down. As the rest of the kinetic chain is strong, muscles and strong and flexible from the neck, the upper chest, pelvis. Those tensions and lever forces are translated into the lower leg. So what we'll do is we'll take a simple tube sock for the first exercise. Anybody has this around, simple flexible tube sock, and we'll drop a weight in that tube sock. Doesn't have to be a certain weight, it can be a bag of rice or little peg weights that you have around. Once this drops in, you're going to have a simple exercise tool that you can bring with you anywhere as you travel. So Mandy, we'll get your shoe off now, and Mandy's going to demonstrate this for us. And with this, I'll just kind of come around. You're going to take your leg and bend your knee at 90 degrees. She'll have her leg up on a height like a chair or a kitchen counter, something where it's a little bit higher, so she can have a little pad. This is just a towel roll underneath her knee to protect that. Now here we have with a tube sock, and we'll place this sock between the big toe and first toe, and then wrap the sock around the foot, and then it forms a stirrup, and you lock it in. So you just make it tight, and then she plantar flexes, points the foot down, brings the foot ankle up to one side, and then goes down up the other side. By doing this movement, she's strengthening all the muscles that form the arch. Now she's strengthening that shin muscle where it's very vulnerable to shin splints and other areas. Just like you reset a computer, you've got to reset those muscle fibers by bringing blood and oxygen into them. And remember to use your breath, exhaling when you move up and inhaling when you come back to start position. That our anatomical position has changed, we've got to make sure we have the strength to be able to land on that midfoot. So we're going to do some towel curls to do that right. First, Mandy's going to get her shoe off, and once again we're going to get into the barefoot, and I'm going to place a simple towel right on the floor, and you make sure you use a slick floor so that she can pull the towel down, so wood or tile. And then what she's going to do is keep that 90-degree angle and not use the hip muscles and only focus on the arch muscles, pulling the towel towards her with her toes. Good. From some positions it's tough to do. So sometimes you can change your angle a little bit where you bring your heel forward, good, and still create as much of a 90 as you can. And now the arch muscles are working from the top metatarsal to the medial and lateral arches. Good. After 2 sets of 10 repetitions, when that becomes easy, and it may not be yet, but it will, then you can use the progression of having a resistance or weight. Here we've got an apple, and she can place an apple there and then pull the towel towards her with her arch muscles as well. Making sure to really spread the toes as the shoe design. In that Nada shoe, we have a wide toe box, so we really want all those arch muscles to work and all the toes. And then you can increase resistance to more apples or weight. Now that we're preparing to run on the forefoot, we've got to strengthen that forefoot better. So not just strengthening the calf muscles, which we know we're going to utilize more, we're going to strengthen those arch muscles a little better. So we'll do some heel raises, and this can be done anywhere. Right here at your kitchen counter where you have a little bit of leverage to assist yourself to get way up on the toes, almost like a ballet dancer at the end of the movement. So you're going to start by placing, and you can do it right in the Somnio shoe because we have that flexibility built in. So you can come all the way up on your toes, and you can get a little assistance there from someone, or just do it by having your hands on a counter or board. Very good. And as she comes up, she's working that outer calf or gastrocnemius. As she comes down, she's really strengthening those arch muscles with eccentric control. Now also, Mandy, you can try a rep turned in, and you can do a full set of that when you're on your own at home. Good. All the way up on the toes. It's amazing how balanced proprioception comes into view here. We've got to learn how to do that while we're in this better position for the shoe. And then turned out. So it's a real good learning curve for your body. Your body will feel where its point in space is, and you'll really gain strength on those minor intrinsic muscles that we don't see that are inside the shoe. Very important. So you'll do sets of 10 each direction, 2 sets of 10 reps. And now Mandy's going to show us some form drills to integrate the flexibility and the strengthening we've learned, and so we can put it all together in motion and really maximize our minimalist running experience. The first exercise we're going to do is a backward walk. The reason we're doing this is we want to activate the muscles we want to really be running with, and that's the hamstring and glute muscles. So many times we're running with our flexor muscles, quadriceps, and we're not getting that posterior to anterior swing. We're missing the whole phase. So we'll start with the walk before we can run. Mandy, go ahead and turn around and really be on the forefoot. Use the hamstring and glute as you walk backwards. Good. Using her glute and hamstring, she's walking backwards, staying on her midfoot, and activating the right muscles she'll want to use for running. Of these exercises are to strengthen the ankle muscles that we'll be utilizing more as we get an improvement of our posterior position to be up on the midfoot more. You're going to walk like a pigeon, be outside on the outsoles of your feet, and take a little bit longer strides now to build the arch and ankle. Good. Good. Excellent. Really turning out. Good. Walking on the outside of the feet to build the ankle joint. Our final exercise is the duck walk. So what we're going to do is the exact opposite. You're going to be turned out, so you turn out and walk like a duck, and you're walking on the inside of your arch, strengthening that. And what you'll do is take small strides and go all the way down the field. Small strides turned in. Good. Toes point out and you're turning in. Developing all the muscles on the inside of the lower leg. Good.
You have now completed NADA 101, an introduction to minimalist running. To learn how you can continue to use these exercises and make your minimalist running experience more enjoyable, please proceed to the NADA progression plan provided as a PDF on this DVD. Come check out more products at somnioshoes.com. For more information on Wharton Performance, please visit whartonperformance.com. Thanks for watching, and remember, with Somnio, it's all about you.